Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of College Ball with J Dog. I'm your host, J Dog. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Got a good show lined up for you today. Before we go any further, y'all do that YouTube stuff for me. Please hit that thumbs up for me. Hit that bell, go up, hit off. If you're not subscribed to the channel, or to subscribe you to the channel, it's free for you. Does nothing, just helps me out. I appreciate if you do that. If you have already, I'm grateful to you. All right, y'all. Also, get in the comment section. Tear my list up. Agree with my list that I'm going to go over today. I love going back and forth with you. Okay, first things first. Mike Gundy, shit canned, Oklahoma State. John Mateer, out multiple weeks. Not good news for Oklahoma, y'all. I got my new SEC quarterback rankings. I got my new SEC team rankings. And we're going to go over Joey Aguilar being second in SI for the Heisman. He's making his way up the list, y'all. And Chris Marler had him 16th in the conference coming into this year. Talk about wrong. First things first, let's go over Gundy, y'all. I figured it was coming. I didn't think it'd come this fast. Mike Gundy has been fired from Oklahoma State, y'all. The mullet man no longer has a job. He's okay because he's a man. He's 40. If you want to go at somebody, go at him. Don't go after his players. Well, they come after you today, Gundy. You got shit canned. You went 3-9 last year. You're 1-2 this year with losses to Tulsa and a 63-3 ass whooping from Oregon. Gundy didn't forget how to coach overnight, y'all. Gundy can still coach. The problem is with NIL and everything else going on, Oklahoma State just don't have the resources and stuff to get the players they need to win games. And other teams do in the Big 12. There's not an actual national title contender in the Big 12, but there's teams that are good enough, way better than Oklahoma State's been. I hate it for Gundy. Gundy was a good coach. Maybe he can go coach Division II ball or something, somewhere where he can just coach. That's what Gundy likes. He didn't like the new era. He didn't like NIL. He didn't like all that crap. He's went on rants about it. He ran about last year before the season started. He's like, oh, it's time for us to quit negotiating and play football. I get it. It's not for everybody. That's why I say he could go Division II, maybe a group of 5 team, and just coach ball. Recruit and coach ball. Not worry about anything else. Just recruiting and coaching ball. I think that'd be where he'd be the happiest at. Hell, he might just retire and go home and relax. I don't know, but he's not at Oklahoma State no more. I knew it was coming. I talked about it. Anybody with a half a brain knew it was coming. So that's the third coach already that's got fired this year. And there's probably going to be more to come in the next couple of weeks, y'all, because you do not want to get behind the 8 ball and trying to find another coach. I know you can't hire nobody right now technically, but you don't want these other schools calling people and getting jobs lined up and stuff, and you being the last one to fire a coach, and you miss out on a candidate you want. I think we're going to see that more and more at the new age of college football. You're going to see coaches get fired earlier than you usually do. Usually it's like the last week or two of the season, right after the season. I think you're going to see a lot more of these early firings just because of the way the sport is and how it is to compete and everything now. It's even higher than it's ever been. It's just the way of the world. This right here, y'all, Mateer finished the game. So I don't know where this even come from. But that's not good news for Oklahoma, y'all. Oklahoma star quarterback John Mateer is out for what could be 3 weeks with a thumb injury that will require some sort of surgery. I didn't get all the news on it yet, but if it's his throwing thumb, he could be out longer. And even if he's not, all it takes is for his thumb to give out on him and he lose the ball or anything, y'all. That's That's a big deal. It really is. I'm hoping he gets back because I'm that college football fan. I don't wish injury on anybody's players, anybody's team. I just don't think anybody should wish injury on college kids. That's just me. I know there's fans that are. People celebrate injuries. I'm okay if somebody gets knocked out of the game. But anytime they miss the season or multiple weeks, I'm not a big fan of being happy about it. So I feel bad for Oklahoma fans. That's a big blow. I think they still have Michael Hawkins Jr. He came against the Vols last year just to replace Jackson. Jackson was struggling. Stretch. I'm pretty sure they got to play Texas in that stretch. So hopefully he'll be back before then. I don't know from what they. If it's 3 weeks, I don't think Oklahoma's going to go out and survive that stretch. And I said I hate it for anybody. I don't wish injuries on no team. That's just me. So I'll find out more about that. We'll talk about tomorrow. Also tomorrow we'll talk about the SECs. You know who you play in conference next year through 2029. It all flips and goes back and forth. So I'll come tomorrow. Everybody's schedules just got a lot harder. I can tell you that. I don't care who you got or whatever in your 3 permanent games. You're still going to have some hard-ass games, y'all. I mean, that's just all there is to it. And of course, my crap laptop's acting up. Y'all give me one second here. We're getting into my SEC quarterback rankings. We're getting some updates here, y'all. There's some guys that got moved around. We're going to cover it real quick, and then we'll go over it. We got Calzada still 16, Lagway at 15, Arch at 14, Lenore Sellers, Shaven, Arnold. I'd put Trinidad Chambliss on there because Simmons was healthy, didn't play. Kiffin stuck with him. Got Nussmeier at 9, Ty Simpson at 8, Taylor Green at 7, Stockton 6, Pavia 5, Marcel Reed 4, Bo Prabula, Natir, Joey Dimes. All right, I'll put the side by so y'all can see what kind of movement I had in my rankings, okay? I'm doing this video till late. That's why the freaking video so quality is not as good. I do apologize. My baby is not having it today. I got lucky to even get it done. Y'all work with me as I get better equipment. Go, y'all. All right, so the one on the left is last week's. One on the right week's. So you'll see we got some movers. We got Taylor Green was at 2 last week. I moved him down to 7 this week. He played pretty good against Memphis, but he also had a costly interception in the red zone that could have put that game away. Pavia moved from 7 to 5. Stockton went from 4 to 6, even though he didn't play. Marcel Reed went from 5 to 4. Let's see who else moved. Shapen, I dropped him from 9 to 12 because I like the way Jackson Arnold played against Oklahoma. I mean, he got sacked 10 times and he still had his team in the game and made some pretty good plays. I took Austin Simmons off, put Trinidad Chambliss. I moved him up to 10. Simmons was at 11. Moved Nussmeier up to 9. Sellers 13. The bottom 4 stayed the same. Sellers played decent against Missouri, but they have no running game, y'all. If they win games this year, it's going to be from Sellers just being an absolute baller. I mean, I moved Bo Prabula up to 3 from 6. He showed out the other day, y'all. He showed out all year. I wanted to see it against some better competition. I seen it against South Carolina, so I moved him up to 3. All these are going to change every week. Marcel Reed's got a chance to move up. He plays Auburn this week. There's a lot. It's all, like I said, it's all literally moving parts, y'all. So if you don't like where somebody's ranked, tell me in the comment section. If you agree with where my rankings are, tell me in the comment section. It's moving pieces. This week, there's a lot of big games. So there's going to be some people moving around. Like I said, this week to week, this is not, I mean, it's based off your year of work, but every week you can move up or down. I got my SEC power rankings. I got Florida 16th, Kentucky 15th, Arkansas 14th, South Carolina 13, Mississippi State 12, Auburn 11, Bama 10, Ole Miss 9, Texas 8, Mizzou, Vandy, LSU, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Georgia. All right, let's compare to last week, y'all. I posted these on a Facebook group, and it was a little controversial on there. My last week ones was. I ain't posted this week's yet. I like to get y'all at first before I post on Facebook. So the right is this week's, the left is last week's. So we got some movement, y'all. The top 7 stayed the same. Top 8, top 9, 10, top 9 stayed the same. Last week I had Arkansas at 10. They gave Ole Miss all they could handle. This week, they got beat by Memphis. Arkansas drops 14, y'all. So Bama's up to 10. I just can't get over that Florida State loss for Bama. If they beat Georgia, obviously they're going to rise up the rankings. But right now, that Florida State loss, all I can think about when it comes to Bama, and that Wisconsin win does not look good at all after Maryland went to Wisconsin and whooped their ass too. 27-10. As 14-point underdogs, they went in there and won by 17. Wisconsin was very overrated this year. I can't believe that Fickle can't turn that program around. I think it's another instance just like with Oklahoma State. I don't think they're willing to put the resources and money into winning. And that's just this day and age of college football. Basically, if you don't land a big job, it's tough. Let's see, who else moved? I jumped Mississippi State up to 12. They've looked pretty good this year. I win over a top 12 team. Arizona State. Arizona State just beat Baylor. That's a good-looking win for Mississippi State. On the bottom, Arkansas 14. So Mississippi State jumped South Carolina because South Carolina's not impressed me this year. They looked terrible against Vandy. Looked okay against Missouri. I'm still not sold on Missouri, but they looked pretty good against South Carolina. I could just be biased towards Eli Drinkwitz because I can't stand him. But I think Missouri is a good team. I just don't think they're a college football playoff title contender type team. So there wasn't much movement, just a couple of droppers, a couple of risers, just based off Arkansas losing. Mississippi State jumped because I thought they looked good compared to South Carolina and Arkansas. And I did move Auburn up one spot ahead of Arkansas. Auburn, man, that was kind of a hard one just for the simple fact that they got screwed against Oklahoma. I can't say they would have won that game. That's why they're stuck where they're at. Because you can't predict how a game would have went regardless of what you think. But they got hosed, y'all. They got hosed on the road to Oklahoma. They still could have lost that game. That's why I didn't move them much. But I really think that they possibly could have won that game if it wasn't for the terrible calls by the ref. But unfortunately, as a Tennessee fan, I understand getting fucked by the refs as good as anybody does. I mean, it's a Tennessee tradition, y'all. One thing I want to cover before we move on. Bruce Pearl has retired. I got mixed feelings on Pearl, y'all. When he's Tennessee's coach, I absolutely loved him. Then he fucked us. Lied to the NCAA. Got himself fired. When all he had to do was tell the truth. And guess what? He'd have got suspended a couple games. We'd have kept rolling. No problems at all, right? Well, he couldn't do that. And in his press conference when he got fired, he said, and I quote, "I learned today that you have to tell the truth all the time, not just some of the time." He's like 48 years old at that time, y'all. He's had a hell of a run at Auburn. He's one of those that's never got over the hump, never got a national title. To hear some people tell it, if you don't win a title, it means you're a shitty coach. I'm not one of them. My cousin, I always fire Rick Barnes because he ain't won a title. Only one person wins the title every year, y'all. And Bruce come close. Bruce come close a couple times. But he never got over the hump. We had a lot of fun matchups against him and Rick Barnes going back and forth. We had some good games. I do not think Stephen Pearl will keep Auburn going at the same rate Bruce did. I could be wrong. We'll just have to see on that. So enjoy your retirement, Bruce. Like I said, I have mixed feelings on you. You're a hell of a coach, a great coach. But as a Tennessee fan, you're a shitty person and you screwed us over for years until Rick Barnes came along. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of glad you did because guess what? We ended up with Rick Barnes, a stand-up guy and a great coach. All right, y'all, let's get to my top 12. This right here, I know it's going to ruffle some feathers. I already know. This is playoff rankings. So this is where I'd see people in the playoffs. I had to have Memphis in there because you have a group of 5 team that makes it. If you don't know, this year's playoff rankings is different. There ain't no automatic buys for the conference champs, which is good because last year that was bullshit that Boise State and Arizona State got buys. And Tennessee has to go on the road to Ohio State. And who else got screwed with that? Texas has to go on the road. Well, Texas, I think they got home. But you get my point. Boise State, Arizona State, they damn sure shouldn't have got it because they're a Big 12 team. Everybody knew they wasn't an actual title contender. But Boise State, a group of 5 team getting a first round bye was the biggest crock of shit there's ever been in college football. So I'm glad they got it to where they seeded 1 through 12. Automatic buys go to the top 4 teams. That's the way it should be. If that happened last year, Tennessee would have got a freaking home game. But of course, stuff like that always happens the year after Tennessee gets one put in their ass. All right, y'all, let's get into number 12, Memphis. I picked Tulane. They just got demolished, destroyed, drilled by Ole Miss. USF still has a chance, even though they got their ass whooped by Miami. Right now, Memphis is in the driver's seat. They just have, I'm pretty sure they still have conference games left. So if they just win out their conference, they're going to be your group of 5 team. But last year they did the same thing. They beat Florida State. Looked like they'd be the favorite. And then they lost a conference game or 2. So you never know. At 11, as much as I hate to do it, I got Florida State, a.k.a. Free Shoes U. They got in trouble for giving away free shoes back in the day. Still not sold on Florida State, but as of right now, I got to have them in there. Number 10, I got Texas Tech. Texas Tech looked good, y'all, against Utah. They've got to be the favorite in the Big 12 right now. I don't know who would be up there with them. TCU's look pretty good. Arizona State's still alive. Their 1 loss is out of conference. The biggest disappointment in the Big 12 is who I picked to win it. Kansas State. Think them losing Colin Klein to Texas A&M hurt them a lot more than people thought it would, including myself. Number 9, I got Oklahoma. I made this list before I found out about my tier, and I'm sticking to it. I'm not going to change it because of an injury. But that's definitely make you rethink it. I'm not saying they can't win without him, but he's a big part of what they do. They brought his offensive coordinator, everything in with him, so he didn't have to learn a new system, none of that. Is their backup as good in that system as Mateer? That's to be seen. But I'm keeping Oklahoma at 9 for right now. Number 8, I got Indiana. I'm still not sold on Indiana being a title contender, but when you beat a top 10 team that I've said was overrated all offseason, they're literally on my list of top 5 most overrated teams heading into the season. Don't matter if you're overrated. You get beat by 53 points, you got to move into my playoff rankings. So I got Indiana at 8. Mendoza's the favorite for the Heisman now. Number 7, I got your Tennessee Volunteers. Agree with it, disagree with it, say I'm biased because I'm a Tennessee fan. I don't think I am. I've had all kinds of Georgia fans on TikTok and stuff tell me that they don't think we lose another game after that game against them. I think we'll hang with anybody. I think we're a playoff team again. Still a lot of football left to be played, though. Number 6, I got Penn State. As much as I didn't want to have Penn State on this list, their schedule's so easy, they're going to get in. Penn State does the same thing every year. Beat up on the scrubs, lose to the 1 or 2 good teams on their schedule. That's just what they do. Number 5, I got LSU. Still not sold on them, but they've took care of business so far. So I've got to have them up there. Number 4, I got Oregon. Oregon's look good, y'all. They got the easiest schedule in the country, probably. They got Penn State this weekend. Other than that, I don't know if they even play another ranked team this year. How you get such an easy schedule is beyond me. And the SEC's gone to 9 conference games to match the Big Ten. And the Big Ten has 3 or 4 good teams at the top, and the rest are damn garbage. Make it make sense. Number 3, I got Miami. They've looked legit this year, y'all. I'm not sold on them being a national title winner, but they're definitely in contention this year. I think Cristobal will end up with some coaching blunder that'll screw him over eventually, whether it's in the playoffs or before, like he does every year. But as of right now, they're one of the top teams in the country. I can't deny it. Number 2, I got the Georgia Bulldogs. What's that coming down the track? I can't stand that crap. But they left Knoxville with the win. They played Bama Saturday. Bama's had their number. I think Georgia beats Bama by quite a bit this weekend. I got to tell you that on my prediction show. I forgot about that. I get rambling on sometimes. But I got Georgia at 2. Till they're knocked off, they're the top dogs in the conference. And besides Ohio State and Michigan winning the last 2 titles, they're the top dog in college football still. They've won 1 apiece, Ohio State and Michigan, and Georgia's won 2 or 3. So, and they played for at least 3. I know they won 2 for sure. My mind's not working that great right now. It's late. Number 1, Ohio State. You couldn't have nobody else that won right now. They handled Texas. They're the defending national champs. So, they're number 1 until they're knocked off. That's how it works with me. So, y'all get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about it. And give me your top 12. I'd love to see them. Love to argue with you. Go back and forth with you about it. As of this week, that's mine. I'll update them again next Tuesday. Maybe Monday. Probably Tuesday, though. Up next, We're going to talk a little bit about my man Joey Dimes. On passes of 20-plus yards this year, Joey Aguilar is 9 of 13. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. 70%. Nico Amalivia. All last year was 32% for 8 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you back that up to 15 yards, it's 16% on those throws, y'all. Joe Milton in 2023 was 29%, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. The upgraded quarterback is obvious. We talked about it. I just love that stat right there, y'all. And you can go back, fact check me, you can do whatever you want to. All offseason, I told you the one thing that Joey Aguilar is better at than Milton. Better than anyone we've had since Hooker is throwing the damn deep ball, and he's showed it already. He's going to show it all year. The man just got the damn deep ball down pat. I love it. I love seeing the bomb back. We had 2 or 3 against Georgia. We've not hit any against Georgia in 4 years under Heupel until this year. Even Hooker couldn't get one against Georgia. He had shots, but he overthrew them. Aguilar's putting the deep ball on the money. It's brought a new aspect to our offense. We got our tempo back. Aguilar's basically become the savior. He's got a chance to become a hero. He already is to me. If he'd have got that Georgia game, damn, man, they'd build a statue for him. He did his part. He can't kick the ball, y'all. Last thing I want to talk about is Joey Aguilar Heisman. To hear SI tell it, he's second behind John Mateer. Aguilar's the only player on this list with the loss at this point in the season. That blemish came in overtime thriller where Tennessee fell to 44-41 last week. The Volunteers continue to put up a ton on offense with Aguilar under center, scoring 53.5 points per game. And that's with 41 on the Georgia Bulldogs and 45 on Syracuse. That Syracuse win's looking a lot better, y'all. After they whooped Clemson's ass like that, unfortunately, they lost their damn quarterback that game for the season. He tore his Achilles. Hate that for him. That's the show for today, y'all. We'll try to get you one earlier tomorrow. You know how life is. It comes at you fast sometimes. Still waiting on a lot to come, make these videos look better if I have to do them late. I appreciate y'all sticking it out with me. I appreciate y'all tuning in. If you haven't already, you know how to do that YouTube stuff for me. Like, hit that bell, subscribe if you ain't. If you are already, you're an OG. I appreciate the hell out of you. If you're doing it now, I appreciate the hell out of you. If you do it in the future, I appreciate the hell out of you. Get in the comment section. Share with your buddies. I appreciate y'all tuning in. God bless you. And go Vols.